Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What are you doing? Checking on me?
No. Why?
Oh, okay. Well, because I told you about, that I was over Tony and Wendy, so I figure it's probably checking on me.
No, I'm not. I'm not checking on you.
No, okay. What are you doing?
Are you still over there?
Yeah, but I'm leaving like probably in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There's two shows. Pyramid came on after Family Feud,
Uh huh.
and I and we were talking about game shows earlier. How it'd be interesting if they brought back old game shows. And I mentioned the Pyramid, and then all of a sudden the Pyramid came on tonight.
Okay, bye.
Okay, why'd you hang up on me?
Because you were at your friend's house.
Well, well, why wouldn't you say something before you hung up on me?
I did. I said, okay, bye.
I didn't hear that.
Oh,
I didn't
I
hear
did.
anything.
I definitely said it.
I thought you were mad at me, so I was like, "Oh, Tony, I gotta go,"
Why would you leave your friend's house?
because you're more important to me than Tony is.
Okay.
So that's can't think of a better reason.
All right. What did you
What are you
guys do?
doing? Well, we when I got there, we just talked for a while, and then we played scat, which I don't know if you know scat is, but it's 31 cards,
Right.
and we barbecued. Then we were talking about the shows that were on that used to be on and shit, and they usually watch Family Feud.
Uh
And we were
huh.
watching Family Feud, and I messaged him. I said, wouldn't it be cool if I can show Pyramid came back on, and none of us knew that it was actually going to come on, and it wound up coming on.
Wow, that's
I
amazing.
thought, yeah, I thought it was cool because I used to watch that with my grandparents,
Yeah.
so that was really cool.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
and you called when it was on, and I thought you were mad at me. Can't have her mad at me.
How much did tonight cost you?
It didn't cost me anything.
Bullshit. Fucking
No, it did
bullshit.
not cost
They
me.
don't have you over without you bringing everything. So just tell the truth. How much did it cost you?
It cost me a pack of cigarettes that I bought for myself. That's what it cost me. Seriously, it did not cost me anything other than a pack of cigarettes for me.
So they bought the beer.
I didn't drink.
Lauren, come on. Did you have at least one? Don't fucking lie to me.
No, I brought them a case of water.
You're completely slurring right now. Seriously.
No, I am not slurring.
You are. I'm telling you that you are. If you weren't, I wouldn't have said anything.
Jesus Christ, Debbie.
Are you ready to tell the
I,
truth?
I ain't telling the truth. All right, me and Tony shit 12 pack.
See? I fucking knew
I don't
it.
want. I don't want you
I
disappointed in me. I'm
fucking knew it.
sorry.
Well, I am disappointed in you because you can't tell the
I know,
truth.
but
Like, what the fuck, man? Seriously. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What was the point in that?
because I don't want you disappointed in me.
I'm disappointed, number one, that you drank and you lied about it, and then you spent the money on it because he didn't go get the beer. You did. You just lie. That's what you do. And then what's going to happen is tomorrow you say, I'm so sorry. I'll never lie to you again. I want
I'm
to tell
getting
you the
close to
truth. But you're just a liar.
don't.
You're just a liar, Lorne. You're just a fucking liar.
Debbie, listen to me. Don't give up. Don't give up on me, okay?
Give up on a
I'm
liar? You're a
getting
liar. What do you
Debbie.
need? What do you need to tell the truth?
I need you to not give up on me. So I'm getting close to not doing it.
Getting close to
I
not
need you
doing what?
to not going over Tony's, not doing the stuff that I used to do.
I already knew that you were there. You know why?
I know you follow me on fucking Google.
I didn't. I have better things to do. But you know who
Winnie did.
doesn't? Winnie does.
You had Winnie, yeah. You had Winnie do it.
I didn't have her do anything. She's the one who told me.
I know. She's the sucks that the people are following me.
It sucks that you can't tell the truth. That's what sucks, Lauren. You just can't tell the truth.
I don't want to lie to you.
Then why do you do it?
Because I didn't want you to disappoint you.
Because you think that I'm not going to know.
Because I didn't want you to know that I was disappointing you.
You think that I'm not going to know that you were drinking.
I didn't do bad.
You didn't do bad. You're drunk right now, and you just drove home.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not drunk.
Lauren, if you took a breathalyzer right now, do you know what it would say?
I know I failed.
You failed. You're a fucking failure. How does that make you feel?
Well, it doesn't make me feel good.
You split an 18-pack. Right? Good job. Good job. You split an 18-pack.
Where'd you get an 18-pack from?
What you told me before.
Well, I said 12-pack.
Oh, a 12-pack that you bought, right?
That I bought.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But I was over Tony's for like.
I don't give a shit. I
don't
give a shit. I don't give a shit. You're slurring right now, which means you were slurring when you left, and you were slurring when you got your drunk ass into your car and you drove your fucking ass home again. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. What is wrong with you?
I can do it. I cannot go over there.
You can't. How much did you bring home with you?
I didn't bring any home with me. I'm making coffee right now.
That's the code for drinking more beer. I already know that.
That is not a code for drinking more beer. That is a code for I'm making coffee right now so I can have coffee to drink. There's no code for I'm making coffee.
I don't know why you have to be a liar. I waste my time talking to you. I waste my time trying to help you. It's a fucking waste.
No, you don't. You know you fucking don't. Why are you saying that?
Because it obviously didn't make any difference.
Yeah, it did.
The talks that you had at AA didn't make a difference. Nothing is making a difference.
I'm sorry I went over Tony's, okay?
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry I went over there.
Shut up. I don't care about your apology. I don't care.
I know.
Yeah.
I can tell.
It doesn't make any difference. You know why? Because it's the same thing every time.
You have every right to not care. You have every right, because I did the same thing that I did before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. I did not do exactly the same thing I did before.
What's different?
I did not drink as much. I did not drink in the small amount of time that I used to go over there and drink. I did not drink as much.
You're drunk right now.
I've been there for a longer time, and I drank less.
You're drunk right now.
And I ate.
You're drunk right now.
No, I'm not drunk right now.
Yes, you are. How many did you have? 6?
I have a buzz. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have a buzz.
Yeah. How many did you have? Did you have 6 of them?
I had 6, but that was from.
I don't care how long it was. I don't care how long it was, Lauren. You are drunk right now, at this moment, and you were drunk when you got into your car.
I know, and I had it in. I was going to fucking take a cab because I gave Tony my keys.
Yeah, so
you
didn't. But you didn't.
But you were mad at me. You hung up on me.
Oh, it's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's me panicking because of what you would think.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to think better that you got into your car and drove home instead of waiting and getting a cab.
I know. I didn't give much thought of it. But fucking panicking.
Man, you're stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid when it came to that. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I'm not kidding, Lauren, when I tell you that I hope you get arrested.
I know, and you better never fucking call the cops on me again
I'll
either.
do whatever the fuck I want, you little fucking bitch. Lying motherfucker. That's all you are. You're a
Don't
giant
ever.
pile of shit. I can do whatever
No,
the
I'm
fuck I
not
want.
either, and you
You
know
know
it.
what, Lauren? You know what? If you weren't doing anything wrong, guess what? Nothing is going to happen. I would rather have your ass go to jail than you run over someone.
I'd rather have my ass go to jail than to murder someone too.
Call your mom.
But I'm
Call your
no,
mother. Get her on the phone.
no,
Get her on the
no.
phone. Why not?
Yeah,
Why?
because
What's
it's
wrong?
fucking 10 o'clock at night. My mother's in bed.
Okay, good. You know what? We're going to call her tomorrow. And you're going to tell her exactly what you did today. You're going to tell
She
her.
knows I was over homies.
You're going to tell her. I want to hear you tell her. And you are going to tell her that you drove when you were intoxicated. That's what you're going to do.
All right, then you're gonna meet her tomorrow.
Meet her what?
You're gonna meet her. You're gonna meet her on the phone.
I don't need to. She doesn't need to know that I'm there.
Oh, she's going to.
Okay, good. Then while we're meeting everyone, you're going to call Maria too. And you're going to
No.
tell her what the fuck you did. Yes.
No.
Yes. Why?
No.
Why?
Because.
Can't be honest? Can't be honest with her? She's the one that wanted you to call her when you were going to fuck up. Do you remember that?
I know.
When you were
I know.
crying in her office? How pathetic.
I'm trying to get beyond this shit.
You're
I'm
not
trying to get beyond it.
You're not trying because you're doing it.
I know. I fucked up today, okay? I know
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Yeah, because you're a fuck up. That's what you do.
I didn't want to drive home because I told Tony one day when I started drinking.
I didn't
I was gonna
want to
take a
drive
cab home.
home, but I did anyway.
No, it was my irrational thought and panic. That I didn't want to disappoint me, and I disappointed you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course you did.
It was my bad. It was my fault. The whole fucking thing was my fault.
Have you told
different, because it
Maria
was.
any other times that you've drank in the last month? Have you been calling her and telling her every single time that you did?
Yeah.
And what did she tell you?
She told me okay, and I'm happy that you were honest with me.
Yeah, I know. You're so honest. She must be so proud of you.
Are you gonna stop?
No. No, I'm not going to. Why?
I'm happy. Because every time I talk, you talk.
Well, you need to talk a little bit faster.
So I'm not going to. I'm happy you're honest with me about it. You know not to do it. I don't need to tell you anymore.
Good. Then you're going to call her again.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're calling her. You need to be a fucking man. If you are such a man and you're going to drive drunk, then you're going to call everyone who gives a shit about you and you're going to tell them about it. You're going to tell them all that you're a fuck up.
Good, then you're going to come up here and meet me.
No.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me what to do.
Well.
I don't meet liars.
Well.
I don't know why you're afraid to tell Maria if all she's going to tell you is, I'm so glad that you told me. You're so honest. I'm proud of you, Lauren. Then why won't you call her?
If they want to make damn sure that I have somebody that's helping me, that they don't have to worry about, that they don't have to ask me questions about.
I don't need to prove shit to anyone.
Then you can come up here and meet me.
I don't need to prove shit to anyone, Lauren. You're the one that needs to prove shit. You need to prove that you can be a good person and you can actually do the right thing on your own.
Why is it everybody has a problem fucking coming up and meeting me? I don't want them to have a fucking problem getting on the phone and talking to me and speaking everything that they have in their mind, but everyone has a problem coming up and meeting me except Dan and Emma.
Why would I? Why would I spend my money and my time coming up to see someone who's a liar? Why?
Why wouldn't you tell me that when Emma contacted Vince, that it was you?
What do you mean, me?
Vince.
What do you mean, me?
And Emma. It was also you and Emma.
I was on the phone with you, you shithead. You know that I was there, dumbass. Don't try
Yeah.
to spin your little
So,
fucking game when you're going to try to pull one over on me, because it's not going to work. I am so much smarter than you. Don't fucking try.
right? Yeah, smart. Intelligence doesn't matter, Debbie. What
I'm also,
matters
what
is that
matters
why
to
didn't you
me,
tell me that? Why didn't you tell me that you were part of contacting Vince?
I was on the phone with you, asshole. Do you remember
Yeah, but
that?
contacting Vince about me
Contacting him when? When was
when
that?
Emma did.
And what are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking about. I
When Emma
don't know what you're
contacted Vince.
talking about. About what?
When about me.
The only time that I've ever heard Vince was when I was on the phone with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Maybe I took it wrong then.
That would be a shocker.
Yeah.
You knew that I was there.
I believe what you say, so I'm not going to argue about it.
Well, you tried to.
I tried to a little bit because I want to know, because
Because you're
I was
drunk,
trying
and
to
this
make,
is
make
what
sense out of
happens
it.
when you get drunk. You start accusing everyone of shit.
No, I was trying to make sense out of it.
Well, does it make sense to you now that you were
I,
wrong
I,
again?
I'm trying to explain to you. I was trying to make sense out of why you and Emma were the only ones that were calling Vince for me.
That doesn't even make any sense, that question that you just put out there. You were trying to make sense that it was only Emma and I that were trying to get in touch with Vince for you. I don't get it.
I didn't get it before, but I get it now.
Okay,
It's not,
great.
and not anything to worry about, not anything to even be concerned about.
Well, I was never concerned. You're not making any
Um,
sense.
well, I am. In my head, I'm making sense. You
Shit,
know what I'm
man.
talking about.
I couldn't imagine what kind of rocks are thumping
If
around in your head.
every time you talk over me, you don't hear anything I say.
I'm hearing you slur and say stupid shit.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes, I am.
no.
Yeah. Is this a good in you moment?
Yeah, I'm sorry for doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been doing wrong up till today,
Okay.
and I'm sorry, and it was my bad, and I can't take back what I already did.
Yeah, I know.
I can just try harder.
You can just not
That's
do it.
all I can do.
You can
I
just
can
not
just
do it.
not do it.
Yeah. It was really cool how earlier you were like, oh, no beer over at Tony and Wendy's. This time's different. We're having fun.
Yeah, it was for quite a while. There wasn't any beer for quite a while.
And then you went to the store and actually bought the beer.
Yeah,
So what were you thinking when that happened?
it just went back.
Because you knew you
Yeah,
weren't supposed to do that.
I just felt like going back to the old times where I could sit there and have beer with Tony.
If I go back to the old times when you told me how going over Tony's was a bad idea, you would tell me that he's disrespectful, Wendy's disrespectful, you're always having to buy him things.
I know, but they weren't disrespectful this time.
Oh, okay. So they didn't say anything to your face, so it made it okay for you to spend the money that you don't have.
It's just something I didn't think about because I was living in the moment.
Okay, well, you keep living in the moment then. And like I said, I hope you get arrested the next time you do it. Your mom's going to
I'm
be
not
really
gonna,
proud.
I'm not gonna do it anymore. All right?
No, I don't believe you. You're
I,
going to
I
do it
know you don't
again.
believe me. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew
Yeah,
you were gonna say that.
yeah. Of course. Why would I believe you?
It's just not as.
Lauren, are you crying?
Yeah.
Why?
I'll tell you in a minute. Hang on.
It's like Lauren's greatest hits right now.
I just wish you and Dan and Emma lived closer to me, so I
What
could
does
be
that
with
have?
real friends.
Okay.
I don't like that I'm not around real friends. I know I'm not around real friends, and I don't like it. I fell back on Tony again. And I am sorry about that. I give anything that I had friends like I had on Alaska and Washington.
Well, Roy's your friend, isn't he?
Yeah, Roy's my brother too. But
Yeah, but he's still your friend. You guys can hang out together and not drink. You both can be supportive for each other.
yeah, but I like to drink, and I know I like to drink on the weekends. Because I don't normally drink during the week. It is rare that I drink during the week.
Then you've done it since the last time you promised you weren't going to do it anymore.
No, I didn't. I haven't.
You just said that you like to drink on the weekends.
Because of you. It's just the last time I promised you I hadn't. No, I hadn't. I don't like to drink a lot.
But it's
I don't
enough,
like to drink a
Lorne.
lot.
You're not supposed to drink anything. That is the point.
I know.
And the fact that you are intoxicated and driving is a huge problem. I don't understand why you don't get it either. And don't tell me you know that it's wrong and it bothers you and all that kind of shit. You should just at this point you should just say you like drinking, you're not going to stop.
No, because I don't want to say that.
You might as well.
I do like drinking, and I do want to stop. I don't want to stop completely. I do like having a couple. I want to get back to what I used to be.
Then tell Maria that's what you want to do.
Why do I want to tell Maria?
Why not? This is your probation, Lorne. These are the terms that you're supposed to follow, and you're not doing it. I don't get why that isn't enough for you to not do it either. I don't understand that.
I want to follow my terms.
But you're not doing that. What is it going to take for you to follow your terms?
What are you marking at, Doofy?
What is it going to take for you to follow your terms?
I'm thinking about your question, okay? I don't know. I just want different terms.
Well, you're not going to get different terms. I wish I could fly. It's the same type of wish. It's the same type of wish as changing your terms. It's not going to happen.
I want to follow my terms, okay? I just don't want the drinking thing to be on my terms.
But that is one of your terms. So that's what you have to follow.
I'm sorry I disappointed you. Sorry I disappointed me.
You didn't disappoint yourself.
No, I did.
You couldn't have.
Well, I did.
Because you did what you wanted to do.
Well, part of me wanted to do it, and part of me didn't want to do it. So I wanted to stick to keeping my promise to you.
I want to know, how many times are you going to have to say sorry for something that you swear you're never going to do again when you actually do that thing again?
Well, it's not going to take that many.
It shouldn't take any.
Well, it's taking a minute to get out of it.
Then you can't swear.
But I'm also 48 years old, and I've never had anybody pair on me like you do.
Well, you had the cops, you had your probation officer, you had the people in prison, you have the class.
Well, listen, I don't know what the thing it is that it is about you that affects me, okay?
Well, I don't know either,
but you affect me.
The point is that you're doing stuff without people knowing about it. That's how you're getting away with it. You're not getting away with it right now because I know about it. That's why you're going to call your mother and you're going to tell her what you've done.
Not right now, I'm not.
Then you're doing it tomorrow. Then you're doing it tomorrow. Then you're doing it tomorrow. Do you understand?
Yeah, and you'll be on the phone with me.
Fine.
You don't have to say anything if you don't want.
Why don't you call Roy and see if she's up right now?
Who?
Call your brother and see if she's up right now.
No, Mom's not up right now. I know Mom's not up right now. She got up at 5 o'clock this morning.
You're just scared.
No, I'll call Mom tomorrow, and I'll tell her.
You'll tell her what?
I told her that I went over Tony's, and she already knew I was over Tony's.
I don't care what she knows. I want you to say what you're going to tell her.
I told her that I had 6 beers over Tony's, and I drank home. I drank driving home. I drove home after I drank there.
Mm-hmm. What do you think she's going to say to that?
Well, she can bitch me out.
Good.
That's why I want you on the phone. That's why I'm not hiding. I'm not trying to hide shit from you.
You tried to.
I want you to hear my mom's voice. I want you to hear what she's going to say.
Okay, but she doesn't need to know that I'm there.
She doesn't need to know that you're there.
You need to stand on your own 2 feet, and you need to tell her the truth. Because if you don't, if you go into some bullshit and be like, I got there at 2:00 in the afternoon, we had 6 beers, and then 7 hours later, I drove home.
I'm not no bullshitter. I need to apologize to you because I had already had a couple of beers when you called me, earlier, when you texted me earlier, when I told you I didn't have any beers. I didn't want to be ashamed of me.
Yeah, I can tell. And I knew that.
I know, and that's why when you called me, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Can't get away with being a liar and going back on my promises again.
And it's not a bad thing, I don't unwelcome it. I don't unwelcome it because I know the reason that you're doing it is to help me. And I'm sorry that I screw up.
Don't apologize.
Well, I have to because I screw up.
But don't apologize. Just don't do it.
I know I don't want to do it. I
Don't tell me you don't want to do it. You just fucking said that you want to. You just said that I don't
want to drink, yeah.
I don't want no drinking.
I do want to. It's like when Dan and Emma come up to see me, I do want to drink with them.
Yeah,
when you come up to see me, I do want to be able to have a few beers with you.
But you can't.
I don't want to do this stuff. I'm going over Tony's because I know he uses me. I know all this shit.
But you can't do it. That's the point.
I can stop going over Tony's completely. I haven't gone there in 2 weeks.
You've said that before, too. I'm saying that the terms of your release were that you do not drink. You cried when you failed the lie detector test because you signed a contract saying you were not going to drink any alcohol. You tried to lie about it to them and you failed. Just because they didn't throw your ass in jail at that point made it okay for you to do it again. So you tell me what the consequence is that it's going to take in order for you to not do this. And don't tell me something impossible like I need to have that term removed from my probation, because that's not going to happen.
No, I'm not going to say anything because I just need to stop doing it.
Well, I need to know what the consequence is, though, because you saying I need to stop doing it because of all of the reasons that you know, as far as Tony using you, the issue obviously.
You're the consequence, okay?
Can you shut up? The issue of having the drunk driving happen, the fact that you're spending money, all of that kind of stuff. None of that is enough for you. The fact that I'm going to be pissed off that you lied again, the fact that your mother's going to be disappointed in you, none of that is enough. So I want to know, what is it going to take?
Nothing, because I'm going to stop.
Okay, but like I said, none of this stuff was important enough. Don't prove shit to me, Lauren. Lauren, don't prove shit to me. You fail at that. Don't even bother.
You can't do that to me.
I can. Why?
No, you can't. Because.
Why?
Because the big reason that I'm trying as hard as I try, I screw up.
Okay, Lauren.
I know I screw up. It doesn't mean that you throw me out.
I will.
Don't try because of me.
Very easily.
If you throw me away, it means that I wasn't worth anything to you anyway.
Right.
So don't throw me away.
I'll throw you away. Take me 2 seconds. Blocked.
I know.
So as of right now, we're going to have to think of something that's going to be stronger than your urge to drink. What is that going to be?
You guys will have to let me call you.
No.
See?
No. A
I
consequence.
tell you what I need.
A consequence.
You say no.
Lauren, a consequence. Because all that'll happen if you say, I'm going to call you.
I am not saying.
Lauren.
Listen to me for a minute.
Listen
to me for a minute.
You shut up. Wait a minute.
Fine, whatever. You don't hear what I say.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that if you say, I need to call you when I have the urge to drink, what's going to end up happening is you're not going to call and you're going to go drink anyway. And you're going to pretend like I'm not going to find out about it. That's exactly what you did with Maria, because if that was the case, you would have called her tonight and you would have talked to her.
No, because it's not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same. You know it's not the same.
It's fucking stupid. Wasting my fucking time.
Oh, great. Didn't expect to hear that from you.
Do you need to hear it again? You're a waste of time. Nothing that I've said has made any difference. Because Lauren wants to go and drink. Well, good job, Lauren. You did exactly what you wanted. I hope you're happy. How's your buzz going? Still going strong?
How's my what going?
Your buzz. Drunk?
No, my buzz isn't going strong.
Still there?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
No, I said the buzz is still there, you dumbass.
No, the buzz isn't there anymore. Why don't you call the cops on me and keep me on the phone and make sure that I'm here when the cops get here?
I don't care about calling the cops on you. I don't care enough. I'm saying that I hope they find you. I hope your ass gets thrown in jail. I hope that you lose everything, because that's all that it's going to take.
No, it's not.
You can't do it on your own.
Yeah, I can do it on my own.
You have zero impulse control. Yeah, I can do it on my own, says the guy who can't do it on his own.
Screwed up, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, just do whatever you want. Don't bother telling me that you're not going to do it, because you're going to. We both know that.
You won't let me call you when I get the urge.
Why can't you go to AA and find someone who's going to be able to be there all the time?
You didn't want me to use that person I was going to use.
Yeah, you're going to have to use someone else.
Reason.
Yeah, you're going to have to use someone else.
And I'm not going to lie to you when I say that I don't need AA.
Yes, you do.
I don't need AA.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Lauren.
I just need a friend to bear on me when I have the urge to go with Tony.
A sponsor at AA is what you need.
I don't need a sponsor at AA.
Yes, you do, Lauren.
Because I am not that bad.
You can't stop yourself from drinking.
I can stop myself from drinking. I don't drink every day.
It doesn't take every day.
I haven't drank for 2 weeks.
Did you
not? I went over Tony's.
Did you not listen to what they were telling you at the meeting? You don't have to drink every day. It's about what happens when you do. If I drink once a month, and when I do, I come home and I start beating the shit out of someone. Do you think that that's a problem? Do you think that maybe I shouldn't drink at all?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So because I don't do it every day, if that was my excuse for not needing AA, for getting alcohol out of my life completely, just because it doesn't happen every day, if I use that as an excuse, what would you think of that?
Well, it's not good to have it as an excuse.
Right. It's just like, oh, I'm going to go shoot heroin, but I'm only going to do it on the weekends, so I'm not an addict. Is that okay?
No, it's not okay.
So it's the very same thing. You can apply the same answers to you. It's what happens when you do drink. So you do need AA. They told you during the meetings that you need AA.
I fucking did it again. I got bored and I had plenty to fucking do, and I went over Tony's.
So then it's not really a boredom thing. It's that you wanted to drink and go over Tony's and you didn't want to drink alone.
Oh, then you feel like, drinking wasn't even a big part of it.
But that's what you do when you go there.
Yeah, I know.
So then drinking is a part of it.
Well, not so much part of it is socializing.
You could have socialized without drinking anything. But that's not what you wanted to do.
I should work a lot of hours every week.
I don't care.
Maybe that's part of it. I didn't ask you if you cared. I was trying to tell
I'm
you.
telling you that I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Well,
All
well,
a
you
bunch of
need
excuses. No, I don't.
to. Yeah, you do. If you're
No, I
going to
don't.
help me, you need to fucking care about what I have to say. If you're
It's
going
all
to help
bullshit
me,
anyway.
then help me.
It's all bullshit anyway.
What, me? I'm all bullshit?
Yeah. I told you that the other day.
Why do you keep trying to help me then if I'm all bullshit?
I'm hoping that by helping you, I'm going to help the other people around you too, because they have to put up with your ass. Someone has to help you. Ever since you got out of prison, it's been just a complete mess. Do you remember that list that you made with Maria about the reasons that you shouldn't go over Tony's?
Yeah.
You need to get a copy of that.
I already told you. More likely, I'm not going to get a copy of it. She probably has it somewhere if she even had.
Well, you can ask her for it.
I'd be better off making a whole new list with you.
Okay.
It would wind up with more on it.
Okay.
The reason I say it would wind up with more on it is because you know me better than she does.
Well, the answers are supposed to be from you, not from her. I'm not giving you the reasons. These are your reasons.
You don't think that she helped me with some of the answers?
I'm sure she did, but they're your answers. So where's your pen? Get it and get a piece of paper.
I get a different notebook. Pretty girl, what are you doing in here, sweetheart?
She can smell the alcohol. She knows she's in trouble. I know. It's not funny, though.
Well, no, it's not funny. Come on, pretty girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Got my pen. My paper.
Great.
My list is not going over Tony's. Spending my money. Drinking. Tony gets shit for free. Driving drunk. Breaking promises. Time away from Roscoe and CD. Time away from things to do at home. Things that need to be done. Probation. Possibility of killing someone. Ruining my life. Loss of friends. Loss of respect. Loss of property. Loss of job. It's more or less than what I had with fucking Maria.
Okay.
It's about 2 times size as I had with Maria.
So what is that, like 15?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Let's do number 15. Falsely accusing your friends.
Yep.
So I just know, obviously, of the calls that have happened between, you and I and with Winnie. What about other people in your life? Has there been other people that tell you, don't ever call me again because of the way that you act?
No, it's just my friends, Emma and Dan, Winnie. You? Which actually, I've never actually been to you except for when I was with Winnie.
But what about your other friend? Has anyone just been sick of you?
No?
No?
No. So I've never actually been to him.
Must be nice.
What? What's that mean?
Must be nice that they don't have to go through the same experience that your other friends do. The people who have been trying to help you all this time.
Yeah, I know. I think part of it has to do with probation. The shit that Maria says.
What do you mean?
She never thought bad of Tony and Wendy before, until I told her. Part of my problem is I go over to Tony and Wendy's and I drink over there. That's when she finally said that. So it's better that you talk to Emma than you do to go over and visit Tony and Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot better. But then Emma, every now and then, Emma has time like she has right now. I hate seeing anyone mess stuff like this.
That's a pretty big list.
I know. I'm not going to say that I didn't think about it before I left, because I did. And I understand why I went over there.
Well, just like with everything else, you wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to, but
Yeah.
So that was stupid to do. It was stupid, and I know it. Could cost me a lot, and I know it. And I still went over there.
Because going over there was a better option.
Didn't like getting my own shit done.
Obviously, it's not as if they forced you. They probably didn't even call you. You're probably the one that called them.
No, I didn't even call them. I just showed up.
Even better.
They was doing what they always do. Sitting there on their ass in the kitchen, doing nothing. Over
You came to them.
Yeah, I know. Fucking sad. That's why they don't talk shit, because they go to them.
Yeah. They didn't invite you over.
It's fucking desperate.
Yeah. So the list that you have is for Tony and Wendy, but it also applies for just drinking in general.
Yeah. It applies to me.
Yeah, it applies to you.
I hate
It's
being
almost
so fucking stupid.
Well, it's almost like there's no impulse control. So, for example, with the drunk driving, you know that when you do that, there's a very real possibility that you can get hurt, someone else can get hurt, or you're going to get arrested. And because those things haven't happened yet, you don't have to deal with those consequences. Even though it's a possibility, it's not a real possibility for you in your head. It's not enough to get you out of doing the drinking and the driving. I know for myself, I won't do it because I don't want to go to jail. That's enough of a deterrent for me. But for some reason, those things that you just listed off, they're not enough deterrents for you to not do it. Because when they're not happening, when those things aren't in your face, then you're not really acknowledging that they're real. And you're hoping that they're not going to happen. So they'll kind of be in the back of your head, swimming around. But it's not real. So hopefully you're going to make it home without anything bad happening. And then that makes it so that you feel safe to do it again. Because once again, the next time that you feel this particular boredom or loneliness is what I would call it. I wouldn't call it boredom, because you do have things that you can do. So when you're lonely and you feel like socializing with someone, once again, those 15 things are going to be pushed to the side and you're going to go for it.
I've got so much to fucking lose. Why would it be so fucking stupid? I know they don't give a fuck about me, Debbie. I know that. And I still go over there. I just don't know why.
It's more important for you to not be lonely than anything else. So even when we come up with some kind of a solution that's going to help you, whether it's I'm going to do some things around the house, I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to take the dogs for the walk, all of these things that you could be doing, it's not going to take the place of being lonely. And you have to find something that's going to take the place of that, so that when that trigger comes up, you're going to be able to go the other way. And the trigger is going to come up. It's going to happen.
I know what happened today. Fucking bullshit. Why the fuck do I feel the need to go over there? Tony's fucking house.
Because he's the only one that'll take you.
When I'm sober? I went over there sober.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're kind of like that kid in school who has a group of friends that make fun of them all the time and are really, really shitty. But he sticks around because he doesn't have anyone else.
You know, it's obvious you don't have anyone else. They're both fucking sitting there at the table when I got there, just like always, fucking doing nothing.
But you're talking shit about them like they're doing nothing. I mean, they're in their own home. They're doing what they want to do.
Yeah, which is nothing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're doing. You can't judge what they're doing and be like, oh, they're not doing anything. They're just sitting at the table. Big deal. They're not the pathetic ones in this scenario, Lauren.
No, I know. I'm pathetic for going over there.
Right.
So I'm just really sore at Tony fucking fast.
Don't, Lauren. Come on, man.
I can't say that I'm not, Debbie. I can't say that I'm not. I'm so sore at him for the past.
But why are you going over there then? Spending time with him and basically barging in on his evening with beer and essentially forcing them to hang out with you.
I don't know. You said look at that way. And
well, why aren't you looking at it that way?
I guess I should be. That's what everybody always did. Was just show up. They don't call it. They just show up.
Well, yeah, but
only when you welcome them in.
Right. But in your situation, you're going over there because you don't have anyone else to hang out with, and you're going to get angry at him for things that happened in the past, and you're going to have this resentment toward him, but you're going to take it anyway because you don't have anyone else to hang out with. And so what ends up happening, you get drunk, and then perhaps you have an argument with him. He hangs up the phone and he's like, Wendy, Lauren's up to it again. He'll be fine tomorrow, and he'll be back next weekend with some more beer for me to drink. It's fine.
Yeah. Sounds a typical thing, too. That's exactly what's been happening for years.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I don't know why you're going to be such a fucking dumbass. I know I don't want to go over there. I know I know and I admit that I like drinking with Tony because it's calm and sits there and just drinks and relaxes. And at the same time, I know I don't want to go over there because I know what they've done.
But honestly, Lauren, the reason why you like to go over there drinking is because he's the only one that'll have you over to their house to drink with them.
No.
You don't have anyone else, Lauren. That's the reason why.
I don't go meet anyone else.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying that you like going over there because it's calm and it's fun to drink with them, but in reality, they're the only ones that'll have you over, and they're the only option.
Yeah, because I don't go see anyone else.
Okay.
I don't know anyone else because I don't try to make new friends.
Right. I know
I'm
you had
happy with the friends that I have.
you don't have real friends.
I have real friends. I have Dan, I have Emma, I have
Right,
you, I have Winnie.
but people who are there is
Yeah,
what I
here,
mean.
no,
Right. Right. You don't have anybody.
not like I used to. No.
And it's difficult for you to make friends because obviously they're going to have to find out about who you are.
Yeah, it's very difficult
Mhm.
because I don't want to tell them.
Right. Anyway.
How do I cure it? You can't cure that. You gotta tell everyone. Everybody's gonna fucking find out about me some way or another,
Yeah.
especially with the fucking internet.
Right.
And there I am. Put
Yeah.
my
There.
fucking name in there, and there you go. All kinds of
Right.
fucking bullshit.
It's the stuff that you did.
Just to show that I was on.
I would be more
So
concerned about the crime than parody videos and stuff like that.
all I really care about is keeping the friends that I have. I'm not gonna make new friends right now. Not in this
Well,
area.
none of this stuff is is helping you because the issue at hand is that you're lonely and you want someone to socialize with, and your only option is is to go over Tony and Wendy's, who you don't really like and don't really like you, and so
Uh,
that's
they
your
just like
only
my money.
option. Well, it's not even, I don't think that they would probably care about your money, but it's the fact that you walk in with all this stuff for them
Yeah, and they care about my money because it buys them beer.
because you're bringing it to them. If you didn't bring it to them, then they wouldn't have it.
Oh, they still have it. Another friend was all for it. So very often Tony buys his own beer. If
The
I
issue
go
is
up
that
for
you're
it,
the
that'd be
one.
less
Yeah.
that he would have.
So what are you going to do to combat the loneliness? That's the real problem.
And I started going to see other people.
Who are these people?
I think Sharon and Claire would be good ones.
Okay.
Since it would really be good, especially where I have Sundays off. I get, well, like today. Clay told them on Sundays if I go over there. Over there over her mom's with his mom. So I really ought to pay more attention to.
Okay. Well,
Well, it'd
there's
be
your
so fucking
option.
selfish to go to fucking Tony's. Jesus Christ. I am so sorry. I was fucking stupid today. Could have gone home and spent time with mom. That fat fucking, Jesus Christ. They could have gone home and spent time with mom.
Well, these are the things that you need to think about before you go and go over Tony's and get drunk. And there's going to have to be other solutions for you instead of using the excuse that, you're feeling lonely at the time, so everything else goes out the window and you're willing to risk everything just so that you don't have to be alone for that moment.
I literally risk everything when I go over 21 days.
Yeah, but that's not enough for you to not do it. And that's what the problem is.
You don't give a fuck. I know you don't give a fuck. All right, told you I'd tell you everything and I wouldn't lie to you. I'm sorry I lied to you before about drinking. All right,
Okay.
come around and tell you everything. I will always wind up coming around and telling you everything. There's not anybody else I'm going to do that for, or with, not for, but with. I don't want to go to 20s with a six-pack.
Okay.
It took us 3 hours to drink it. Well, it took us 3 hours because it took me 3 hours to drink 3 beers. Tony was
Mhm.
done with his 3 beers in 1 hour.
Okay.
Then we went over and got an 18-pack and burgers and buns, and we barbecued.
Mhm.
I only had 6 beers out of that, but I bought it.
You bought everything.
I bought everything,
How much did that cost you?
like $37.
Okay.
because I had to have them 2 cookies for Wendy.
Well, you didn't have to. I mean,
I didn't have to, but they
no.
wanted them 2 cookies for Wendy's, and he had to buy a well pump for his well this week, so they didn't have any money out of their monthly paycheck, supposedly, that they get. Supposedly, they didn't have any money left. That's the story they gave me.
Well, that's not the reason, because they don't ever buy anything.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I know that at times too. But there's the truth. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I gotta stop doing that. So it really has got to be honest with you.
Took a long time to get that.
Yeah, but I knew it would come. I really have to be honest with you because I feel like you're the only one that can help me.
Well, in order for you to be helped, you have to want to be helped, and you have to do all the things that are going to help you.
I know, and I want to be helped.
So, I mean, well, think about this. What do you think happens to me if you drive drunk and you get arrested?
Well, that put some extra shit on it. I never even thought about it.
Well, how do you think that would impact my life?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I never even thought about it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that my day is going to be the same, regardless of whether you get arrested or not.
No, I don't think your day's going to be the same.
Oh, it will be. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the beach, and I'm going to have fun with my friends, and you're going to be stuck in jail. So it's not going to impact me. I won't feel sorry for you.
You're going to be bothered by me being in jail.
Not really.
And it's going to, yeah, really.
No.
It's going to be my fault that you're bothered by it. So it's going to take time out of your day because you'll be thinking about me.
No, I won't be thinking about
being in jail.
I won't. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, see, I think you're lying to me on that one.
No, I'm telling you the absolute truth because it's going to be your problem, not mine.
I don't think you are telling me the absolute truth.
It's going to be your problem and not mine.
You need to listen to me on this one.
Hurry up and spit it the fuck out then.
Don't be like that just when I want to speak.
Hurry up.
I don't think that you're telling me the absolute truth because I think you are going to be bothered by it because you care enough to take this fucking time that you're taking to help me. So it's obviously going to bother you.
It's not going to bother me.
Time out of your... Right.
It's not going to bother me.
You're not going to listen to what I'm saying. So
no, you're trying to make it like your life decisions are going to have an impact on me, and they're not going to. I'm going to hear that you got arrested for DUI. I'm going to say, haha, what an asshole. And then I'm going to go to the beach.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I will. Do you think I'm going to sit at home and cry? Are you serious?
You're going to be upset.
No, I won't, is what I'm telling you.
You're right.
My life is going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be sitting in jail. So be it.
All right, whatever.
Okay. I mean, you can try to make it as if that's not the way that it's going to be. Your decisions are going to have an impact on your life, not mine. I'm not going to be sitting there, oh my God, I hope he's okay. Because I'm not going to give a shit.
No, I know you're fucking lying.
You put yourself there is what I'm saying. I don't have any control over your actions. If you decide to disregard everything that I've tried to help you with and you go and do this again and you get yourself arrested, I don't give a shit. Go and do that. My life is going to go on. My days are going to be just how I want them to be. Based on my own decisions. That's what I'm telling you. That's what it was like, when you got arrested the first time. There were people who were upset with you, but they get up the next day and they go about the things that they're supposed to do. They're not going to sit at home and be like, oh, Lorne, poor Lorne. It's the same thing with this.
Yeah, they get up and do the things that they're supposed to, but the day isn't the same.
But Lorne, I'm not going to sit here and be sad for you.
It's no different than with me when you was in the hospital.
It's very
I get up and do what I had to do, but my day was not the same.
Well, it's different
It's
when
no different.
somebody is sick versus somebody can't make the right decisions and they land themselves in jail. I'm not going to be sad for you at all.
You're not going to cancel it. The time's not going to come.
Good. I hope it doesn't. That's how it's supposed to be. Go get your chat log. We're going to continue.
Well, so one hard thing after another.
Yep.
You don't want to put the fucking pressure on me, don't you? I get a question for you.
What?
I have class tomorrow. Do you think I would talk to the counselor and tell them to hold off on telling me to do any exercises until I'm done doing this thing that I'm doing, reading through my chat log?
No, why?
I don't know. I just thought about it earlier, and I thought I'd ask you.
What would that matter as far as your assignments?
I just thought maybe it would help my answers.
Well, I think that you should still do your best with answering the questions. And I think that you got a lot of insight yesterday on your role in your crime. And so that can be the basis for answering those questions truthfully instead of trying to go around the subject and make something up that's not going to be as bad. Actually answering the question. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And it could be as difficult as reading this chat log. So answering the question truthfully, because when you're constructing those answers, you're going to be making the admission that you are a predator and you're a sexual abuser. And that is what's going to help you answer the question, because you have to look at it through those eyes instead of, I don't really want to say what's the truth because it's going to show everyone that I'm a predator and a sexual abuser. And I don't want them to think that about me. So to answer your question, I don't think that you need to go through this entire chat log before you start to work on the assignments, especially because of the impact that it had on you yesterday and seeing that the person who was typing as Kayla did not play a role in you starting to engage in the sexual conversation. And that you making contact with Kayla had everything to do with the fact that she was an underage girl and she was available for you to talk to.
It's so fucking hard going through this, I'm telling you.
I know that it is. I understand.
I think I'm smoking twice as much right now.
Well, smoke 3 times as much if that's what it's going to take. But I think that there are things that need to be said. And one of those things is, I'm a sexual predator and abuser of children.
I am or I was.
I am.
I'm not going to say I am because I'm not now. I was then.
Say it.
That's something I'm going to disagree with you on because I know I'm not now. God, I hate reading this fucking thing.
I want you to say it first before we continue.
Say what? That I was a sexual predator then.
Say, I am a sexual predator and I wanted to abuse a child.
Okay, the way you said it, I'll say it that way.
Okay.
Oh. Well, no, wait, I can't say it that way. I can't lie. I am not a sexual predator now.
With Rhoda, you were. Your predatory behavior did not go away.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I am a sexual predator. I don't remember the rest of what you want me to say.
And I wanted to abuse a child.
And I wanted to abuse a child.
Okay, say it all together now that you know it.
I am a sexual predator and I wanted to abuse a child. And you better not be recording me.
As I've already fucking said to you, I don't know how to do that. If you're going to pull that shit, I will fucking hang up on you and it'll be done.
Well, don't do that because that's what I'm used to people doing. I'm used to people recording me.
Cut your bullshit.
Listen, it is not bullshit, okay?
Then you know what? Don't talk to me. If you're afraid of that, don't talk to me.
I'm not afraid of that.
Okay.
I just defensive mode.
And you know what? Truthfully, saying what you just said is what you should be saying when people ask you questions, and not all the deflection that you try to throw out there. What would have been great is if your YouTube channel was active and you could actually sit down and say these things. Make
Yeah,
the
I
true
can.
admissions. The
I'm
things
going
that
to
you
tell you
should
right
be.
now, I will never be able to do it unless you're right there with me, telling me to get through it. You and Emma both. There's no fucking way now.
What's no fucking way in hell?
There's no way now that I would be able to sit there on the YouTube channel and say that shit. Unless you and Emma were right there with me to help me get through it.
Well, since that's not a real possibility at this moment, what about with your class?
What about my class? I don't fucking open up to them like I do you.
But that's where you have to. That's where you're supposed to.
You need to stop threatening me that you're gonna leave.
But
You're
I'm
the only one that I've
saying,
fucking opened up to. You need to stop threatening me that you're gonna leave.
but I'm saying that the class is where you should be expressing all of these things.
Yeah, well, I can't.
But
I
they're all
can't
just
fucking
like you,
do it in front of
Lorne.
them.
They're all just like you.
No, they're all worse than what I've fucking done.
You are all the same when you were in that class. You were all the same.
I'm gonna put it on mute so I can blow my nose.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Have you heard from Emma at all today?
I haven't. Well, I'm just going to leave her alone. She'll tell me if she wants to talk about it.
I texted her earlier and told her that I was here if she needed me.
That was nice of you.
I love her.
I love her too. So, as I was saying, for your class, I think that it would do you a lot of good if you did open up to them. Why do you not want to?
Because some of them in there have done really bad fucking things.
You're all the same when you're in there. It's just like when you were in prison. People did different things, but you're all prisoners.
It's hard for me to fucking sit in there and listen to some of the things that people talk about.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but express yourself to answer the questions that need to be answered from you, while also having to listen to what they have to say, just like they have to listen to you. So, in all honesty, why are you in this class again? The real reason. You've said a couple of different things like, I'm not in a face-to-face relationship. My probation officer's supervisor doesn't like me.
That's the only reason I'm not lying to. I've never lied to you when I told you that. I know they changed providers. That's all I know. They changed providers, and I haven't been in a face-to-face relationship that they have been able to see.
Okay.
That's the only reasons that I know.
Well, the issue with the face-to-face relationship is that they can't make that a requirement for you to pass a sex offender class.
Yeah, they can't, but they find their fucking ways to do this shit.
So what was the reason that they told you?
That's the reason that the counselor in my other class that I was in for 4.5 years told me that she wanted to see me in a face-to-face relationship. That is the only fucking reason.
Well, the reason
this
why
new class is the reason because they changed providers. When I got my new probation officer, when Mitchell left, and I got Maria, they changed providers. I had to start the class all over again.
Okay. The reason why I think, just based on what you've already shared, based on the answer that you gave to your assignment, that answer is the reason why. The fact that you haven't opened up to your class and really admitted what you've done, admitted your role as being 100% responsible, admitting that you are a sexual abuser and a predator. Those are the reasons why you are still in the class.
From the beginning, I haven't admitted that from the beginning it was my fault. The rape from the beginning, I haven't admitted it.
Okay, so at the beginning you weren't admitting it.
I've admitted that after looking at it, it was my fault that I went there because I told myself I wasn't going to go there, and I wound up going there. The only one that could make the decision to go there was me.
Mm-hmm.
But I never admitted to him that right from the beginning it was my fault. But I've never read through my fucking chat log like this either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think me and Winnie get this far.
Okay. Well, that's exactly what needs to happen. Because what ends up coming out of your mouth is, it's my fault. I'm the one who said all those things. I'm the one that went to the house. But I know that I didn't want to.
I know this needs to happen. I just hate it. I hate it because I don't want to read this shit.
Okay, well, we're going to do it.
What's driving you?
What's driving me?
Yeah.
What's driving me is a lot of stuff. What's driving me to go through this with you is that I think that you have been in denial for way too long. And originally, when you were talking to Winnie, I hated your relationship. And I thought it was because it was destructive. It was abusive. You guys yelled and screamed at each other. You were drinking. She was high. It was a fucking mess. And I kind of started to get more of a picture of how much of a mess you really are. And I think that I am a logical person. I'm reasonable. I can help you sort of break things down. And you started to listen to me. So I'm going to use that and hopefully try to get you past all the horseshit that you've been doing. It's completely unproductive and it hurts everyone. It hurts you and it hurts the other people around you. I'm not saying that you need to walk into every room that you go into and declare who you are. You know, I'm Lorne Armstrong. I'm a registered sex offender. I tried to fuck a kid. Here's my chat log. Here's why I went. All that kind of stuff. That's not what this is about. It's about you being able to finally admit the shit that you did, that you are 100% responsible. It doesn't have anything to do with the abuse that you went through as a kid. It has nothing to do with the way people treated you, your relationships with your family, the fact that your friends walked away, you don't have anyone else, the fact that people screwed you over and therefore you had to take Betty's money and therefore you had to run off to Nashville. None of it is anyone else's fault except for your own, because that's the way that you handled it. So people could have done shitty things to you, but it was the way that you handled it that turned it into a mess for your own life and for the other people that had to then take the brunt of that. If I'm actually able to get through to you at some point with any kind of a pinpoint of light, then great. What I'm hoping is that at some point you stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need to lean on me to make decisions for you. You're actually going to do the right thing on your own because it's the right thing to do, not because you want to make someone else proud for not drinking and driving, so that you can recognize on your own that going to Tony's and Wendy's is hurting you. Not just because you're going there to waste time with them a couple of hours, sit there and watch TV with them, but the fact that you're spending the money that you don't have, and you're also buying alcohol and you're drinking. And it's just a series of horrible decisions. That's what's driving me. I mean, when I think about it, and I've seen your YouTube channel where you're making the excuses, and they've carried through to today when Winnie first told me about them. It's been all of that time. You know, you want people to forget or to be able to move on from something that happened 12 years ago, but you haven't acknowledged it, and therefore you can't move on from it either. It's about hopefully breaking away from the predatory behavior. It's hopefully getting you to recognize it. And just because somebody doesn't know that you're doing it, meaning someone's not calling you out on it, as most recently as Rhoda, just because I didn't know what the text messages said, I didn't know the photos that were shared and the conversations that were being had, that doesn't mean that it's okay. And unfortunately, you weren't able to recognize that that behavior was predatory. And that's what's scary, because when you think about it, you were willing to have a sexual conversation and even engage in sex, if it was available to you, with the daughter of someone that you said you were in love with. So what does that say if you were to have a face-to-face relationship with someone and they had a daughter who was having whatever feelings toward you or was expressing that in some way, that you would not stop yourself? You wouldn't do the right thing on your own. And the thing is, you're very, very aware of what the right thing is. Because when I had originally said, I'm going to get Rhoda's phone, you knew at that point that I was going to see the conversations that you were having. I was going to see the pictures. And your response to that was, I'm not perfect, Debbie. I remember hearing that so clear. You knew what you were doing. The only time that you were sorry, once again, was because you were getting busted for it. That's when the tears start. It started back when you got arrested. It started probably when you had your DUI. You probably cried then. You cry when you get busted and you start screaming at your friends and accusing them of things and abusing them on the nights that you're drinking. You cry these apologies. And when you get arrested again, because it's probably going to happen, your luck is going to run out. When you get arrested again, guess what's going to happen? You're going to cry. You're going to say, why was I so stupid to do that? I know that I didn't want to. You're going to be leaning on people who accept those tears, like your mom and your aunt, who just want to be supportive of you, but that doesn't mean that they don't think you're a complete shithead. And unfortunately, their own reaction to the things that you're doing, even though you might think that it's nice and it's sweet and they're being gentle, it's not helping you at all. So when I say that you were an attempted rapist, you don't like that. But people haven't been saying that to you for you to actually hear. Because as soon as you hear those words, your reaction is, you don't need to say that. You don't need to use those words. I don't want to hear them. You've been forcing people to essentially be gentle with you because you won't hear anything else. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What am I saying?
I've been forcing people to leave me alone.
You've been wanting them to not see you for who you are, to see you for the thoughts that you've had that have been expressed and that are known, that are out there, that are still continuing. It is so crazy for me, Lauren, to think that you would actually target the daughter of somebody that you said that you're in love with. It's so crazy to me. Why did you do that?
So the thing with you and me was just a game.
Really? Is that what you got?
That's what I've been.
Is this what you're getting from everything that I
this,
just said?
no, this is the thought that's in my head the whole fucking time that you're talking to me is why would you play me like that?
Lauren,
I fucking love you.
you
I
didn't
stressed my
hear
ass out over you when you were in the fucking hospital.
you didn't
Because
hear
of this
anything
fucking piece of
that
shit
I
Angelo
said.
was all over your fucking ass.
You didn't hear anything I said.
Yeah, I did.
You
Heard
didn't.
everything you said.
Then talk to me about what I said. Don't come at me like as if I have anything to do with anything I just said. I was not in that scenario. You had asked me, what is my goal, essentially? And I explained it to you. The reasons why I am going through this with you. And your response is, so you're playing a game with me? The reason why you're sitting here and allowing me to go through this with you is because you think that I'm going to care more than doing just that. So that tells me that your motivation for doing this has nothing to do with getting better.
Right now, I don't care what it tells you.
What are you talking about, dude?
You went way back. It's like it seems like you had this whole thing planned out to play me like you liked me, just so that you could get to this point to help me.
No, I
when you
didn't.
didn't really like me.
No, I didn't really like you. I had already told you that.
So you really fucking despise me is what you do.
If I despised you, I wouldn't be sitting here. But Lorne, I want to be perfectly clear. Again, I do not love you. I'm not in love with you. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want anything with you.
No,
I
I'm
want
not
to help
attracted to
you.
you anymore either.
Perfect. Good. I hope with that off the table, you're going to be able to go through this with me.
It's fucking incredible.
What's incredible?
That you fucking played me the whole fucking time, making me think that you fucking liked me.
I don't like you, but I am helping you. And now you're trying to pick a fight with me.
Well,
Okay. So, I just want to say, do not ever hang up on me like that again.
listen, I'm not going to kiss your ass.
I'm not asking you.
After knowing that you don't give a fuck about me, I am not going to kiss your ass, so don't expect it.
So it's okay for you to just hang up?
After hearing that you don't give a fuck about me,
but I'm not in love
caring
with
about
you
I'm not in fucking love with you either, Debbie. Right? There you go.
Why are you yelling
but
like
I
that?
cared about you.
Right.
I gave a fuck about you. To find out that you don't care about me, that you don't give a fuck about me, it doesn't sit well.
As a friend, I do. Of course I do.
Well, you're showing up.
You
showed it by playing me.
I've been sitting here, and I've been trying to help you.
And you played me for 2 months?
What 2 months are you talking about?
2 months, Debbie. 2 months that you fucking played with me. You kept forgetting about things that you said, remember? You kept forgetting about things.
Are you talking
you're full of shit when you forgot.
Are you talking about the hospital stuff?
No, I'm talking about before the hospital stuff.
Okay.
But from the time when you were out fucking on the fucking ocean fishing with your precious Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
from
that?
The time when you fucking got back. I'll be back in 2 days. Just going for the weekend, a fucking week later. Because you're out there with your precious Angelo.
Is that when you were trying to fuck my niece?
Doesn't fucking matter, Debbie.
Or is that after?
We already went through that discussion about me.
Yeah.
You want me to be honest with you about everything, but you're not honest with me about anything.
Listen, Lorne, I've flirted with a lot of people, and I have never had anyone take it to the extent that you have.
Why? Because obviously your word meant a lot to me.
When it got out of hand, I told you, I said, I want to be your friend. I don't know anything about a relationship. We don't know each other. We've never met before. And you were okay with that.
No, we're okay with that.
Well, I understand that it's disappointing to you because typically you get involved with people that are over the phone or you're chatting with, all that kind of stuff. But I'm bringing you back to the real world.
There's not everybody that I take them exactly to their word. With you, I took to your word because you always kept your word.
Okay, right. And so, like I said, when I was flirting, I didn't think it was going to be taken as seriously as it was. And when I saw that it was being taken seriously, that's when I dialed it back and I said, wait a second. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to be his friend because
Because this guy's
obviously
a
he
piece of
needs
shit, and
it.
I don't give a fuck about him.
Because obviously he needs it. I flirted with Dan. I flirted with Will. I flirted with Emma. You know, it's
It's
just
not a
fun to do
game.
sometimes. Right. And I
Flirting
understand that.
is not a game. When you brought it to the
Flirting
extent you brought it to with me.
flirting is just what that is. It's flirting. And so when I saw that it was being taken a lot more seriously than I was hoping that it was going to be, that's when I dialed it back and I was very real with you. I
You
want
should
to
have been
be
very real with me from the beginning.
Lauren, I didn't know you at the beginning, and flirting has never caused anything like this
You,
before in my life, and I didn't know. I already told you previously that I was your friend, and it wasn't a romantic thing. I can't help you what your feelings are. I'm not responsible for that because I was very
not
clear
fucking
with
with me from
you.
the beginning would have been good.
Lauren, like I had said 500 times already, flirting is
You're not right about
typically
everything, Debbie.
something that is harmless. It's typically a harmless thing that isn't taken as seriously as you're taking it. I am sorry that you took
You
it
are not right
seriously.
about everything.
I didn't say that I was. I am apologizing to you, fucking moron. I just said that I am sorry that your feelings were taken into a different direction. I didn't intend for that to happen, and I apologize. What I will not apologize for are your feelings now because they're not mine. I was honest with you.
My feelings now. You want me to tell you what my feelings now are? My feelings now is I still fucking love you because I know what kind of person you are. You're a person that wants to fucking help people. You're a person that wants to fucking be an awesome person. You're an angelic person. Except for the fucking flirting part that you fucking took too fucking far with me.
And I apologized for that. I am sorry.
You have no fucking clue.
If I could take it back, I
I put
would.
you at fucking mom's fucking level. That's where I put you.
Okay.
I don't take it as a fucking joke with you.
I know. I'm not saying that you took it as a joke. I'm saying that in the beginning, I didn't think the flirting was going to be taken seriously because it's something that happens all the time.
Oh, it's taken very fucking seriously.
I'm very, very sorry for that, Lauren. But you're going to be okay.
So you say that to everybody, Debbie. Not everybody is okay. Not everyone can just shut it off. You say that to Winnie and Will. Winnie can't just shut that shit off while fucking Will did sleep with Emma. They can't just shut it off. It fucking affects them and eats them up inside. Just because you say that it's going to be okay doesn't mean that it's going to be okay.
Well, that doesn't mean it's going to be okay right then, but I'm not going to say it's never going to be okay, Winnie.
Did
You're
you
going to be
call
sad
Winnie today?
forever.
Did
Yes,
you
I
call Winnie
did.
today to see how she's
Yes,
doing?
I did. Yes, I did.
How is she doing?
I didn't get a chance to talk to her. She didn't answer.
And that's fucking scary on its own, her not answering her sister's call.
I'm not worried about it. She'll get back to me. I'll call her again tomorrow. So you had left me a voicemail just before I was able to get in touch with you. Are you there?
Who did? Yeah,
You
yeah,
did.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I said, here if you want to help me.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I want to do.
Well, you can help me with too. That would be a nice help too.
What exactly do you want me to help you with?
Get in contact with her.
Okay.
I know. You said you do that last night. I don't know if you did or not.
Right. I said that I would think about it because here's the issue that I have. Lauren is getting involved in this stuff with you or involved with any other person with you.
I'm not asking you to get involved. I'm just asking you to help me get in contact with her.
Right. But what could happen, I suspect, is that if she doesn't respond, then it's going to be my problem. And you're going to look at me as not having really sent the message, or I'm not telling you what she said. It's
I've
just
told you
better
before,
for
I
me.
take you on your word.
I know, but
I
I'm
take you
saying,
on your word.
but Lauren, you've
If you
already
tell me that
accused
you've
me of
done it,
stuff. You've already accused me of stuff.
what have they accused you of? I mean, the playing with me part?
No,
Yeah,
you're saying
I did
you
accuse you of
could.
that because you fessed up to it too.
I said flirting. I wasn't, as soon as I knew that you had some stronger feelings, I put a stop to that. And I told you, which is what a friend would do. I took that as being a friend and being a nice person.
Yeah, but it's disappointing after the fucking 3 weeks that you was in the hospital. It was me that you were looking at. You was going to get rid of Angelo because I didn't like Angelo being in the fucking picture. Because I didn't like him being there all the time. Because I didn't fucking trust him. You was going to get rid of him. Because you didn't want me going anywhere.
Well, Angelo was gone because Angelo was a dangerous person. And he hurt
You
me.
think?
That's
I told you
the
that from the
reason
fucking
why
beginning.
I don't.
But you didn't listen to me.
Lauren, come on.
I knew what Angelo's game was.
That's the reason why. So, anything that happened in the hospital, I'm telling you that I truthfully don't remember. It was like I wasn't even there.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I was doing everything I possibly could to protect you.
Okay, and I appreciate that. But I don't know any of
I
it.
don't regret it at all.
And good. I really do appreciate that. That's nice of you. But I don't know any of that. And I don't really want to just be told stories about when you were in the hospital, I did this happened to you. I don't want to know. I would rather just let it go and move on because I'm healthy now.
Okay, well, think about this next time. When you get hurt, put your fucking power in me and trust in me and fucking have your ass set up here where you actually be treated like a fucking human.
Hopefully, I'm not going to have to worry about that. It was a freak accident, and I don't expect it to happen again. So,
well, it'd be nice if you start fucking trusting me. If you ever do get fucking hurt again, you come up here where you know you're gonna be treated like a person.
that's not something we have to worry about. I would really like it if we could be friends and you could allow me to continue to help you without the expectation of a relationship or something romantic.
I would too.
Good.
I would also like it if you start trying to get your head away from me being this person that was there 12 years ago.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work with you on that. Because unfortunately, the 12 years ago is still present right now.
Yeah. When I'm reading all over this conversation, you have no idea how much is fucking present.
Yeah.
It's killing me. I'm the one that said this fucking shit and this crap.
Right.
I'm having a hard time reading this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy for me to deal with every fucking day.
I know that it isn't.
And whether or not I'm reading this crap, I'm dealing with it every day because I know I said this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to read it because I hate it. I hate the person that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that I did what I did. I hate every fucking thing about it. I hate that I'm this fucking person on the internet that people are fucking doing this crap, taught bullshit about.
Mm-hmm.
I hate every fucking thing to do with it. Very small things have come good out of this. It's you, Emma, Winnie, and Dan. And no, I'm not going to include Will because the son of a bitch is blaming me that he does. That's the only things that have fucking come good out of it.
Okay.
12 fucking years I've had to live with this every fucking day, and everybody thinks it's so easy.
No one ever said that it was
just
easy.
moving on with his life like nothing happened. Yeah.
But that hasn't even
every fucking day.
That hasn't even happened though. That's the thing, and that's what I'm hoping we can do by going through this chat log and to keep pressing and asking the difficult questions and actually answering them. That's when you're going to start to move on, and you're going to be at peace with stuff, and it's going to help you feel better.
Do you see how much of peace I am with it now? Fucking reading through this crap. That's not easy.
I know that it isn't. It wouldn't be easy for anyone because you're having to confront what you did as you did it. But that's what's going to help you. It's going to give you some clarity and some understanding because all of the excuses that you were using before aren't going to be valid. You've made them valid in your head and you've been holding on to them very tightly. But now you're going to be able to let them go because there's no other way around it. You're confronting the chat log. That is your crime. It's going to allow you to take ownership. It's going to allow you to not just say, I know what I said and that's stupid crap. It's going to allow you to know that specifically. Not only so you can see the gravity of the situation, but that you can see it for really what it is. You can see.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. But when you start to say, well, perverted justice isn't perfect either, you can't protect them. You're throwing that up there and you're allowing them to take some of the responsibility off of you because somehow they are also at fault. It's all irrelevant. That's why I said, I don't care the other information that you found about perverted justice or Xavier or whatever you think you have. It doesn't matter. All we're talking about is the chat log. That's why we're here right now. It's going to help you to understand, too, why it continued after you saw her picture and you saw her age in the second line of the chat.
It's so fucking bad that was me.
Right. It's scary that it was you. Because what it shows when I see that is that you knew that it was wrong and you did it anyway because you didn't think anything bad was going to happen to you. It's just like the Rhoda situation. When you were talking to Rhoda, you knew that it was inappropriate. You knew that it should never have happened. And that comes out in the response when I said, well, I'm just going to see her phone because you knew that you were backed into a corner. But all up until then, you were fine with it. So it's the acting on these impulses that you have. It's acting out these thoughts that you're having that you know are wrong. That's where the real damage is happening.
You need to understand that when I contacted you, when I was texted you, and asked you to come back, there were a lot of reasons I was asking you to come back. That was one of them. I knew what I was doing with Rhoda was wrong. I didn't want to go there with Rhoda. And she was going to go to Gigi. That's why I caved into Rhoda. There's not one part of that I'm lying to you about. I'm not going to lie to you about that and tell you anything different. Even if you try to get me to go a different way with it, I'm not going to tell you anything different. Because that's what happened. That's what led me to go to Rhoda to fucking keep her away from Gigi. And yes, I was attracted to Rhoda. And all the other stuff that I told you is fucking true. But that's what led me to keep Rhoda away from Gigi. That's what started the whole thing.
If you weren't attracted to her, though, you wouldn't have moved forward.
I know. I'm not going to deny it. I was attracted to her.
Right. So that's why you got involved in the sexual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another part of it was because if I didn't, she would have gone to Gigi.
But if Rhoda was not attractive and Gigi was still there, all of the elements of her life were still present, but she was not attractive, it never would have happened. You would have had to go about it a different way to get her away from Gigi.
What other way could I have gone about it? There was no other way for me to go about it. You was gone when he was out of her fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
There was Rhoda was going to walk out the door right then to go find Gigi. And I wasn't innocent on any part of it.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you that I was, because I wasn't.
Right.
But I really wanted you to come back. You told me you were going to be gone for 2 days. You were gone for a week. For the piece of shit. And I'm sorry I keep fucking mentioning that. but I fucking hate that guy.
Well, then I would rather you not mention him at all, because I don't want to talk about him.
I don't want to either. I just hate fucking thinking Beck's there.
Okay. So what now?
Well, you tell me.
Well, I've made my intentions clear.
Well, I'm still following you.
All right. So then tomorrow we'll continue.
Yeah. You can help me out.
I'm going to think about it, Lauren. And I had mentioned it before that I don't want to be blamed for anything as if I'm withholding information or I'm trying to get in the way or whatever. I would just rather not be involved.
Well, listen, I am not asking you to get involved in any way other than telling her and showing that picture to her that I showed you. And if she contacts you back, give her my phone number. I'm not asking you to get involved in any other way.
Do you think that it would be a good idea for you to work out some stuff first before you get another person involved?
No. You made it clear that you don't want me.
No, I don't. But
I've
saying
that
liked
for a long time.
I'm going to think about it, Lauren, because truthfully, as I've said, I don't want to get blamed if she doesn't answer.
You're not going to get blamed.
Well, I don't
All I'm
want
asking you to do is put that up there so that she has a chance to be able to contact me. That's all I want.
I'll think on it. Okay. I'll just think on it. That's all.
And how long are you going to think about it?
I don't know until an answer feels right to me.
In the meantime, I take a chance if I can lose.
Then you lose. Who cares, dude? Like, you don't know her at all.
I care.
But why?
No, but I want to get to know her.
Okay.
I want to get to know her.
Yeah, but you're saying to be with her. You don't know her at all. She lives out in California. Do you think she's going to move to Maine?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens will be between me and her, and we'll figure it out. But I'll at least want the chance.
Well, I'll think about it. I probably will talk to Emma or Dan or something just to see what they think. But my initial reaction is like, I need to stay far away from this and not be involved.
I'm not asking you to get involved.
Well, you are, because you want me to send her a message.
Yeah, and that's all I'm asking you. And to give her my phone number if she asks you for it.
Right.
I'm not asking you to get involved.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just going to think about it. That's all. And I think one of the big lessons here is to not be so eager for the next person. You know, if you think, oh, this person smiled at me, or she's saying that she liked me or something, then all of a sudden you jump to that person so that she could be a possibility. You didn't want that to slip away. So every single possible opportunity, you want to make sure you keep them on a string so you can, when something falls off, you can move on to the next one.
Well, I don't want to be a possibility. I want to actually give it a chance. Something that I thought me and you had.
Okay. Well, in my honest opinion, I think that you have to work on yourself and you need to get a lot of things resolved. This drinking thing is still not resolved. The stuff with your class is still not resolved. Bringing someone else into your life so that you can feel good isn't going to be the answer, because they're not going to be able to give you the things that you're looking for in the sense of security or self-esteem.
Not bringing her into my life isn't going to help either.
Not bringing her into your life is not going to help? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because she likes me and I like her.
But you haven't spoken at all.
No, so we ought to have the chance. And there isn't one person in this world that is going to be perfect about everything.
No, there's not.
There are going to be flaws. When you give a shit about somebody, you go through things and stay with them until they're through them.
But when somebody comes into your life and that person hands you a shit bag full of issues that they then have to deal with, because, for example, if the person's drinking, they're going to take the brunt of the screaming and the jealousy and all that kind of stuff. And, this person has.
Okay, look at what I dealt with Winnie. You know Winnie. You
I
know what
do.
Winnie does.
Right.
You know Winnie does things way the fuck out of whack.
Yes.
You know that's not easy to deal with.
I know that it isn't.
When she does it on purpose to get attention from you,
Mhm.
to drive you fucking nuts,
Mhm.
it's going to drive you nuts. It's going to drive you, so you're going to get irritated.
Right. So what are you
That's
talking
why
about here?
That's why you did everything you could to avoid talking to her, and you threw her off on me the other night
Yeah.
because you knew I knew how to handle her.
Okay. So what are you getting at?
Because you didn't want to get all upset. That's why you threw off on me.
Yeah, but I was talking about how you're not ready for a romantic relationship, and now you're talking about Winnie being on the phone and me
Yeah,
jumping on her.
because you talked about my yelling and all that shit. When somebody does that shit on purpose to get you to yell at them when you're doing everything you can to fucking love them, it drives you fucking nuts.
Okay, so what does this have to do with what I was talking about, though?
Because me and are the same thing as me and Winnie.
I know
We don't know
that.
what me and are going to be because me and haven't had the chance to find anything out yet.
Did you ever know anyone who bounces from relationship to relationship?
I never paid attention to them because it wasn't
Okay.
my relationship. It wasn't my
Well,
problem.
I've known people they just go, they're in a relationship, it's very intense, and they're in love, and then problems start to happen, and those problems are very intense too. And then things end very badly. They move on to the next person. Same thing. It's a constant cycle. And a lot of it has to do with them looking for something that they're lacking, but they're trying to find it in someone else. And it's never something that someone else can give them. And that's why they're always going to have the same problem. They're always going to be in the same cycle.
But isn't that the choice of that person? It's not the choice of somebody else.
No, but it's not healthy.
But because it's not healthy, it's that person that has to make that choice, not somebody else make that choice for them.
Right. But as a friend, your friends are supposed to give you advice in order to hopefully avoid these types of cycles that they see that person going through that aren't healthy. That's why a real friend to you is going to tell you maybe you shouldn't drink anymore. Look what happens. Maybe you shouldn't try to automatically jump into the next romantic relationship when it's been a mess for a while, and you can work on your drinking and not having those triggers so that you are feeling like you need to go do that.
Or maybe the friend could just help out along with the relationship as she sees things.
Well, here's the last thing that I'm going to say about it. A good friend is also not going to be an enabler. Like if somebody has a drug addiction, if you are wanting to be their friend, sometimes that means not doing what they want you to do, meaning give them money or go get them drugs, whatever the case may be. And they're going to get mad because you're not going to do what they want. And they're going to tell you that you're not their friend and they don't love you and that you don't love them. And they're going to throw a fit. So it's the same thing that you have going on with love. You want love so badly that you're willing to take anything. Somebody like Winnie should never have been allowed to be in your life, especially for as long as she was. But you took
Yeah, I
it.
know, but once I loved her, I couldn't just leave her.
Well, that's the thing too, is that you have to love yourself.
Well, I did love myself, but I
The
loved
love for
Winnie too.
yourself has to come first. And when you are being abused, then that's when you need to put the love for yourself in front of someone else.
But me deserved the chance to find out what's there.
What I'm
It,
saying, Lauren,
it's not for somebody else to make that choice for
I'm
us.
not deciding for you, but you're obviously not hearing me.
I know what you're saying.
What am
You
I
think I
saying?
should? Do you think I should completely fix myself before I start another relationship?
Well, the thing is not completely fixing yourself because everyone's going to be a work in progress for their entire life. But it sounds to me like the relationships that you have had have been unhealthy, especially in the last few years. And that comes from you being really desperate for being in love. You want it so
No,
badly that you're willing to take anything, it seems. Even somebody like Winnie, when most people would walk away and say, this is not the right situation for me. I can't be
yeah,
involved in a relationship.
when you love someone, you love someone. You don't just walk away.
You didn't have to necessarily just walk away. You could have been her friend as well and not try to force this romantic relationship between the two of you when obviously it wasn't healthy.
No, it wasn't healthy, but I couldn't just walk away.
Do you think
I loved her.
that you not wanting to walk away and wanting to accept Winnie for whomever she was, whatever she was acting like, has to do with you wanting someone to accept you in that way?
No, it was the fact that I wasn't going to walk away from her.
Okay. All right.
She might have issues, but she's a very special person.
I know that she's special. She is very special. I love her so much. But, like, okay, so if I would have come to you and said, for Angelo, I love him and I'm not leaving him.
Well, you fucking fought me on it pretty goddamn hard.
Well, no, I'm not talking about anything that happened. I'm saying, what if I had said, I love him. I'm not just going to walk away after everything that he's done.
Then I would have had to leave you.
Well, I mean, then you're walking away, right?
But I wasn't going to have that piece of shit in my life.
Okay.
I told you that before.
Okay. But you're missing the point, I think. So maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. I'm saying I'm not caring about his role in your life. That's not what I'm talking about. Because you're saying
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because you weren't caring about his role in my life, and you chose him over me. I would have had to walk away.
But it has nothing to do with you, Lauren. I'm saying that it's the same thing as with Winnie and how she was with you in the abusive way that she was. You're saying, yes, but I loved her.
That was with me and Winnie, though.
You're saying that I loved her, though. So no matter what she threw at me, then I'm going to stay with her because I don't want to walk away. So then if I reverse
because what she threw at me was not being in love with someone else.
If I reverse that, if I'm saying to you, take yourself out of the situation and me picking someone over you, because that has nothing to do with it. I am saying, as an outsider, if you said, you know what, Angelo is not a good person, you shouldn't be with him. And I said, but I love him now, so I'm not going to leave him.
I wouldn't walk away from you. I wouldn't have anything about him in my life, but I wouldn't walk away from you.
But wouldn't you suggest to me that he is an abusive person and perhaps that a relationship with him isn't going to be the healthiest thing?
Yeah, but you don't know that about me.
I'm not talking about you and I'm talking about you and Winnie right now. And I'm saying that you are so desperate to be in a situation that you were willing to accept a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but with me and Winnie, it was way too late.
You know what? This conversation is just completely stupid. If you want me to reach out to her, I fucking will. I don't care. I'll tell you whatever her response is, and that's the way that it's going to be. I'm not going to explain anything.
Because you don't want to hear what I want to say.
You're talking shit. You don't even make sense.
I don't make sense. What I'm telling you is, with me and Winnie, it was way too late. You came in the picture way too late. I was already in love with Winnie. I didn't even know about you. I didn't even know that she had a sister.
Okay,
I had not a fucking clue.
So what?
I was already in love with you, with Winnie, when I found out about you.
Okay.
Okay, so it wasn't so easy for me to just walk away from Winnie.
You're just in love with anyone and everyone. That's how you roll. So continue to do that, and we'll see how it goes.
All I want is a chance for me to find out what's there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that chance to be slipped away because somebody thought it might not be a good idea.
Well, it's too bad that you can't see that it's not a good idea. So do what you want.
That's what I want to do. I want to find out what would be there.
Okay. Fabulous.
If nothing's there, then nothing's there.
Right.
If there's something there, then it might be worth it.
I can't imagine how beautiful that relationship would be, based on everything I've seen and heard so far. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, it will change. I mean, you're trying to help me change, right?
Yeah, and you've just started. You've just started down a really long road.
Yeah, doesn't mean all hope is lost on me.
I didn't say that it was. I'm saying right now, at this moment, you are not ready to have a type of a romantic relationship with someone. You can't bring someone into that. You can't hand someone a bunch of baggage and say, this is how I am. Look at me. I'm such a mess. You're going to have to deal with it, though. So if you want to love me, I mean, you're not even ready for that.
I'm not handing her a bunch of baggage.
You are, though, because you are baggage.
And you don't think that she has her own baggage?
I don't know, because I don't know her, and it doesn't matter. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You're a mess. You have a lot to do. And bringing someone else in to be a distraction from that, or to be then the object of your abuse when you decide to drink again, when you decide that all of the insecurities that you still have are going to be coming up. That's not fair. It's not fair to do that to someone else. It's very natural for people to take a break from stuff when they need to and say, okay, for this part of my life, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to take a break from dating. I'm not going to have this kind of cycle that I'm in because it's been complete garbage so far. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to start dating and we'll see what happens. Not the only girl in the world. It doesn't matter what her thoughts were. I don't know what she's doing or what she's thinking, what her life is like, nothing. I don't know anything about her. All that I know
is... Taking a 12-year break from dating.
And you need to continue doing
trying to push me to get out there.
But you're not ready.
I want to get out there. I want to get out there, and I want to try and see what's there. If nothing's there, then I'll rethink my stuff. But I want to see what's there with.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you, though, that I'm not going to need help along the way. I'm probably going to need help along the way. And I'm probably going to ask you for help along the way with it. And Emma. And Winnie, believe it or not. But I do want to see.
You didn't consider Winnie dating?
Huh?
You didn't consider Winnie dating?
I didn't consider Winnie dating.
Yeah, you just said you took a break from dating for 12 years.
So, yeah, I considered Winnie dating.
Okay.
I did. And I did Ramona.
Okay.
Both will be face-to-face. Somebody that I already met, I already been face-to-face with. Not in a good situation, but...
It was the worst situation.
I know, but that's the connection that me and her have.
That to you is a face-to-face relationship because she was
No,
there?
No.
Okay.
It's just, I've been face-to-face with her. I know I've been face-to-face with her. So it somehow makes it different. Don't ask me how. It's not explainable. But I want to see what's there.
Okay, cool.
So will you help me?
All I'm going to do is send the note. That's all I'm doing. I'm not getting involved in your shit.
That's all I'm asking you to do. And to give her my number if she asks for it.
Okay.
And I'm asking you to help me with advice if I need it from you.
This is insane.
I need to take this step.
Fucking
I really
insanity.
I really need to do this. I really need to do this. It might seem insane to you, but it's not to me.
It
I
is.
really need to do it.
It is. It's really insane. You're so desperate.
No, it's not desperate.
Yeah, it is.
Desperate to see what's there with somebody that I've thought about for a long time.
If you were to measure yourself in this situation on a scale as 1 being the least amount of desperate and 10 being extremely desperate, where would you put this?
For a chance with I put myself at 10. I'm desperate to have the chance with
okay, you're there. Desperate. Right, you're desperate.
I'm desperate to see what's there with
the worst answer. I wasn't expecting that.
That's not the worst answer. I'm desperate for somebody to help me to have the chance with
God. Okay, let me ask it in a different way. Desperation, in that you are desperate for a relationship, 1 to 10. You think you're a 10?
No, I'm not desperate for a relationship with just anybody.
But it is just anyone because you don't know at all. You know nothing.
I know.
Okay,
but I know the interest is there, and I want to see what else is there.
But how do you know what it really is, though? You don't know that. You don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
And I want to find out. I'm not wrong in wanting to find out.
Yes, you are, actually.
No, I'm not.
You are, though, because you're feeding into this addiction of love that you have. Like, I need to have somebody if somebody is showing any level of interest, then there I go. I'm going to go in their direction.
I'd say you're right if it wasn't somebody that I had been thinking about for a long time.
But why would you think about her? She is somebody that was at...
Situation, I know.
Yeah.
I thought about that too. I took it out of my head for a long time about it because I thought about, with the situation that I was in, why would she want to date me?
Right.
I'm not wrong in wanting to find out.
You're stupid in wanting to find out. For all of the
No, I'm
reasons
not.
that I've already explained, and I'm not going to go over it again.
I know there's no guarantee on something being there.
It's not about there being a guarantee. It's the fact that you are falling into this shit show. It's a total shit show. This is such a fucking complete shit show.
How do I know it's a shit show with her?
Because it already is. It already is, Lorne.
How do you know that?
This person who was talking to Emma, does that sound like a normal person to you? Does it sound like maybe that person's a little fucked up?
Well, sounds like she's been drinking.
Okay. And do you think that maybe...
Doesn't make her a bad person, though.
Didn't say that it did. I'm just saying it could be anyone.
It could be, but it's her Facebook page that you'd be putting that note on.
Understood.
So it can't be just anybody that would respond to that.
Understood. But you're talking as if she has this interest in you and you have no idea. You could be making a complete fool of yourself again. Why don't you just wait, get your shit together, and possibly date someone who's actually there? Because truthfully, you can't go see her. You're never getting off of probation, Lorne. It's not going to happen, and you know that.
Yeah, I am. And I do know that.
You did. When is that going to happen? You're going to go to court? You're going to tell him that you deserve to be off of probation?
Maria's already told me that she wants me to be able to get out of class so she can get me off probation.
Oh, that'll be good.
I don't... What, me being off probation?
Yeah, you can't even follow the terms that they've given you. Why should you be off of it?
I spent 37 years not being on probation. Never doing anything wrong in my life except for getting a DUI 1 year before all this crap happened.
Yeah? So what?
I kept my life quite straight for a long time.
But you haven't been doing that because you're not following the terms.
I'm getting back there slowly but surely.
The point is that you haven't done that. And the only person that's going to be able to take you off of probation is a court. And I don't know, Lorne. I mean, it says on your conviction, lifetime supervision. I don't see that going away.
It goes away. So they don't want you on probation if you're following the rules.
But you're not following the rules. And the thing is, too, is that it says on there, in your conviction, they said lifetime.
I know, but they don't want you. They made a rule on that a long time ago that they don't want you on lifetime supervised release if you're not doing anything wrong and you're living a good life.
But you are doing shit wrong, Lorne.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that many things wrong. I'm not going out to cause problems other than my stupid crap of drinking and driving thing.
Right, and then failing the polygraph test that probation was giving you.
Huh?
You failed the polygraph that probation gave you.
Yeah, that's the first polygraph I failed out of 5 of them.
Right, but it's not the first time you lied.
No, it's not.
Right.
I guarantee even people that are not on probation lie about shit.
It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Look at yourself.
Well,
look at yourself, Lorne. Look at yourself.
I know.
Okay. God.
What's irritating me is everybody saying, "Look at yourself, Lorne," when they don't. Yes. They don't look at themselves.
Everyone needs to look at themselves.
Yeah, but they don't.
Stop comparing everyone with each other and with you.
But everybody else is busy pointing out everybody else's mistakes.
And you're doing the same thing.
I'm pointing out that everybody else is busy pointing out everybody else's mistakes instead of looking at themselves.
Right, which is what you're doing. So you're one of them. Good job. All right, I got to go.
Well, I point out my mistakes, too. I admit to them.
Bye.